Welcome back from the lunch break. Council, if we are ready to continue, please proceed accordingly. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. The witness is being ushered in.
Thank you.
I, Malang Tamba.
I, Malang Tamba.
Do swear that.
Do swear that.
I will speak the truth.
I will speak the truth.
The whole truth.
The whole truth.
And nothing but the truth.
And nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
See.
Mr. Tamba.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the TRRC.
Thank you, sir.
As you are aware,
yes,
you have been adversely mentioned. No, face the commissioners. Face the commissioners.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
You have been adversely mentioned,
yes,
by some witnesses as a prison officer who participated in the torture of prison inmates. Are you aware of that?
Yes, fully aware.
Would you confirm to the commission that the TRRC in fact gave you notice of that fact, that you have been alleged to have been someone who participated in the torture of prisoners?
Yes, I've been notified by the TRC.
After you have been notified, you are also informed of your rights as a person who has been adversely mentioned, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you decided to give a statement.
Voluntarily, sure.
Yes. You used that word on your own volition. It is not a word that I put in your mouth.
Yes, sir.
You said you gave your statement voluntarily.
Voluntarily.
Okay, good. I'm just doing this so that we can go through the basics to show that your rights have been respected as a person who has been adversely mentioned, and that you had been given all the warnings that you needed and the opportunity also to make your own statement. Could you confirm that?
Yes, sir, that's true, sir.
Before we start your testimony in earnest, I just want to again give you certain warnings as required by law.
Okay, sir.
You have a right not to incriminate yourself.
Yes, sir.
But also, you do not have a right to lie to the TRRC. Are you aware of that?
That's forbidden.
Yes. Yes. If you lie to the commission during your testimony, it would amount to the crime of perjury because you would have been lying under oath.
Yes, sir.
And lying to the TRRC itself is also another criminal offense.
Yes, sir.
All right. So you said you gave your statement voluntarily.
Voluntarily.
In that statement, did you address the allegations against you, the allegations of torture against prison inmates? Did
Yes,
you
sir.
address that?
I addressed it.
And the information you provided on that particular issue, did you provide it voluntarily?
Voluntarily.
Okay, thank you very much. Having cleared those formal issues, Mr. Tamba, let's now, let me just remind you again that for everything else that you say here,
Yes, sir.
you should speak the truth.
The whole truth.
The whole truth.
Yes, sir.
Okay. For today, I would want to discuss the following issues with you. Your biographical information,
Okay.
Your work as a prison officer,
Yes, sir.
the allegations you have that were leveled against you, that is the allegations of torture,
Yes, sir.
and in general, the problems
Yeah.
that are in the prison.
Okay.
The issue of the accommodation, the issue of the food, the issue of the general conditions of the cells,
Okay.
and the issue of medical attention.
Okay.
These are the issues I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
So your testimony is basically mixed.
Okay.
On the one hand, you would be testifying about allegations leveled against you.
Yes,
So
sir.
on that issue, you are an adversely mentioned person.
Yes, sir.
On the other issues, you'd be testifying as a witness.
Okay.
And as a witness, you'd be helping the commission to understand what the problems are in the prisons so that those problems can be fixed, so that those problems can be solved.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So give us your biographical information. What is your name, full name?
My name is Malang Tamba,
What is your date of birth?
12th March 1983.
March or May?
May 1983.
All right. And where were you born?
In Fonyi Jaron district, Sintet.
And where did you go to school?
Sintet Primary from Ian
Which year?
1990
And
to 97. I start for the common entrance,
and
then proceed to Kalaji Junior Secondary School. To year 1999, I start for the WAEC exams, grade 9, and this is where my education stopped.
okay. Which year?
This was in 99.
What did you do after 99?
I went for skilled learning on the apprenticeship, plumbing.
Plumbing.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you qualify as a plumber?
Yes, as a qualified plumber, and I was doing my own contracts.
Okay. And when did you leave plumbing?
I left plumbing in year 2003.
And what did you do when you left plumbing?
Because of there was no good marketing, I decided to search for opportunity till I heard of the selections in the prisons in year 2004.
Good. And you were recruited?
Yes, I was recruited 1st of April.
1st of
April.
April 2004.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And where did you do your training?
At the Mile 2 Central Prisons.
When did you complete your training?
December 2004.
December 2004. What was the duration of the training?
From April to December.
April to December.
Yeah.
That's 9 months.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And what happened to your career in the prison service after you finished your training? Give us your career progression.
First, I was posted as a gatekeeper at the prison's gate lodge, where each and every prisoner who is convicted or detained will pass through.
Yes.
For screening. Yes, I was there since
For how long?
2004 to 2010.
That's a long time.
Yes.
Good. And what did you do after 2010?
2010, I was transferred to Janjambure prisons just for some months, and I was retransfer back again to Mile 2 Central Prisons again.
During that time, okay, but we would come back to that. The problem you had when you were arrested, or well, when you were interdicted and taken for investigations, we would come to that. Okay. What happened after you were brought back from Janjambure, all right? Okay. And after this transfer from Janjambure, what else happened to your career?
When I came back to Janjambure, I was posted at Mile 2 as a general duty officer. Yes, working on the escorts, hospital escorts, court escorts, firewood escorts, farm escorts, till 2011 June. I was deployed at the prison training school as an instructor.
Training school as instructor.
Yes.
Okay. Did you remain instructor until
2017.
Until?
2017.
You remained as an instructor until 2017?
Yes, sir.
During this period, 2011 or 2017, did you have occasion to serve as chief officer or something like that?
Yes, this was in 2016.
2016?
Yes.
2016, you served as chief officer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Were you chief officer at the training school, or you became chief officer at the main yard?
At the training school, I was an inspector. Then the chief officer who was there was Kalilu Sane, was the general chief officer, as paramount chief officer. One time there was a problem in the prisons which involved one Alagi Ceesay, a journalist, who was allegedly been told that he have escaped from hospital. Then it meets Kalilu was the chief officer. And Kalilu was immediately removed from that office. And I, being the inspector, I was being trusted in that office to act as the acting chief officer at that place. Then I was an inspector.
Okay. All right. Before we delve into your activities as chief officer in 2016, yes, let's talk about this occasion when you were transferred to Janjambure.
Okay.
You quickly came back.
Yes.
What was the reason for your coming back?
Yeah, transfers, they will not state any reasons of you being transferred or you being returned back. They will always say transfers, and there is no need for you to ask about anything. I know I was transferred to Janjambure, and I was retransferred back to Mile 2, and I carried on my duties. Finished.
All right. Did you have a problem in the prison service during that time?
This was in 2012.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And what was the problem?
In 2012, immediately I finished training my recruits who were enlisted in June 1st, 2011. They passed out on the 1st of January 2012. It coincided with the removal of
1st of January or 1st of February?
1st of January.
Okay. All right. Proceed.
2012, which coincided with the removal of David Colley as Director General and the appointment of General Bora Colley as Prisons Director General.
From one Colley to the other?
Yes.
Proceed, please.
Yes. Then from there, I was given a notice to report at Fajara Barracks for independence rehearsals as a prisons detachment commander. Yes, to lead the detachment for independence rehearsals. We went after 18th February independence. I was called back again to Mile 2, and I was told that I was transferred during my stay in Fajara Barracks to Janjambure prisons. This was in February. The exact date I forgot. I went to Janjambure on that transfer.
And for how long did you remain in Janjambure before coming back?
Just for some weeks. Just for some weeks. This was after 18th February. I was transferred to Janjambure just for some weeks. On the 22nd of March 2012, I was recalled back, come and answer to the prison's headquarters, Mile 2.
And then what happened?
I appeared there on the 23rd because the journey was very far. I went there without money. I was begging lift, so I could not report the exact date. I reported the following day, 23rd.
But hang on. you were called by your service to come and report to the headquarters.
Yes.
They did not give you transport?
Even if you are transferred, you will never be given transport.
You find your own way?
Find your way.
On official duty?
Yes, sir. That doesn't appear in only me, any of prison officers.
You are transferred. The government is saying,
Yeah.
leave this place and go to that other place.
Yeah.
And you paying your own transport.
Yes, sir. After paying, you claim, and they will pay you.
But they will reimburse you?
Yes.
Okay, I understand now.
Yeah.
I was thinking that the government was asking for gratis from you. And that would be woefully unlawful.
Okay.
But anyway,
Yes.
so you reported to duty,
Yes.
albeit late. What happened when you returned?
On the 23rd, when I came, I reported at the main yard. I was asked by the chief officer who was there by then, I think, is it Alaji Job? He said, go to the headquarters and answer to the Director General. I said, okay.
And this time, it is General Bora Koli,
Yes.
who was serving as Director General.
Yes.
Okay. General Bora Koli, was he a prisons officer
No.
by
Yeah.
training?
No, he has never been a prisoner.
Where did he come from? Where was he taken from?
From the army.
From the Gambian National Army.
Yes, sir.
He was a general in the army
Yeah,
and
brigadier.
brought in as Director General of Prisons.
Yes, sir.
With no training whatsoever about prisons.
Yes, sir.
No knowledge at all about prisons.
Maybe previous courses that he attended, maybe he might learn about prisons, but to my knowledge, he knows nothing about prisons.
He knows nothing about prisons. Thank you very much. So you reported to his office.
Yes. I went to the headquarters to meet the director. Upon my arrival at the headquarters, the director was not there. He don't appear on duties.
Proceed.
I met the first deputy director, Yaya Jaju. Yes, I compliment him by saluting him and told him that I'm from Janjambure. I was asked to report here yesterday, but I could not make it up. I am here today. He said, that's your letter. I took the envelope, brown envelope. In front of him, I opened it. I read this letter. The content of this letter is, you, Mr. Malang Tamba, hereby dismissed from the service of the Gambian government with immediate effect. These two sentences.
Signed by who?
Signed by Secretary General, Office of the President.
And for the first time you saw
Yes.
in black and white
Yeah.
what was normal for many people in this country. A dismissal letter with just 2 lines.
Yeah.
How did it feel?
Yeah. I thought the protocols of dismissing me from the service was not taken correctly, because the prisons have their rules. Before they will do anything to you, you have to follow through those protocols.
How did it feel?
Yeah.
How did you feel?
I felt that my rights were taken away from me. Yeah, at the first place.
Were you just free to go home after receiving that letter?
No, after reading the letter, I told the deputy that the letter is telling me that I am dismissed from the service. What happens? He said, I am not the director. I'm only instructed to give you this letter. I don't know.
That, what you've just described,
Yeah.
was very normal in Gambia in those days. In your view, was that fair?
To me, it was not fair.
Was that lawful?
It was not lawful.
What did you do?
Yes. And then he informed me that there are NIS at the waiting room waiting for you.
That too was quite normal.
Yeah. No.
Yes, it was normal. To you, it was very new.
Yeah.
But to a lot of people, that was very normal. How did it feel to just be brought from Janjambure?
Yes.
The moment you arrive, you were handed a dismissal letter, 2 lines without any explanation.
Yes, sir.
And the next thing is you are informed that the NIA was waiting in the next room. How did it feel?
Definitely, I feel very bad.
Did you panic?
No, I did not feel panic, but because I know that I did not do anything wrong. I did not say anything wrong. I did not steal. I did not do anything. So I was not panicked, but I feel very bad.
But that did not matter at the time. You could be sacked just like that. You did not have to do anything.
Yeah. It happens in my case.
So you met the NIA officials, and then what happened?
I met the NIA officers, and they told me that there is a van standing outside. We are going to escort you to your house so that you undress. We take all the government kits belonging to the prisons, and we escort you back to the NIA head office in Banjul for questioning.
And how did it feel?
Yeah, this was the first day that I experienced bad mood that I've never ever experienced in my life. Because in that escort, definitely, this was officers that I trained newly, were decorated as DOs, disciplinary officers, to escort me. Immediately I reached in my compound where I was renting. They asked me to stay inside the vehicle. I stayed inside the vehicle. These officers will first rush inside the compound, hold everywhere. The entire people came out of the surrounding, watching at me at that moment.
Humiliating it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Very humiliating.
Yeah. But I take it as this is something that is been destined to me, and I will make sure that I will take it.
Well, take it as this is something that our government has decided to do to you, something very bad. Okay, they searched your house?
Yes, they went inside the house, searched everywhere. Then my mother was seriously sick on the operations. She was trying to ask me to find out. I said, no. We just came to collect something. Because she was seriously sick. I don't want her to feel some panic. I said, we just came to collect something, we are going. But my wife knows exactly what was going on because I called her when I was coming. Yes.
And then?
I surrendered all my uniforms, warrant cards to them, and it was all being booked. I signed. I went back again to the vehicle, escorted. We came back.
To where?
We went up to prisons where these DOs dropped with the. I continued with the NIA personnel to NIA head office in Banjul.
And what happened there?
Upon our arrivals at the NIA office, I met one man who I later came to know that he is Jobate. The first name.
What Jobate?
The first name is what I don't know. Jobate was, then he was the, I don't know, is it the director of investigations? Then Jobate was there and Jobate was there and Sukuta Jamme.
Sukuta Jamme.
Yes.
And then what happened?
Yes. They also asked us, what happens? I met my colleagues there. Then I thought it was only me. I met other 17 officers also there also.
In your statement, you had provided a list.
Yes.
And I would read them out.
Okay.
Commissioner Lamin Sow.
Yes.
ASP Alaji Saho.
Yes.
Sergeant Adama Baji.
Yes, sir.
CSP Bakari Waf Kujabi.
Yes, sir.
SPO Mariama Ba.
Yes, sir.
Sergeant Fatu Waijalo.
Yes, sir.
ASP Keba Sedi.
Yes, sir.
SPO Aisatu Sow.
Yes, sir.
Sergeant Yaya Bojang.
Yes, sir.
ASP Pajuf.
Yes, sir.
Sergeant Musukeba Sow.
Yes, sir.
Sergeant Kadiyatu Kamara.
Yes, sir.
ASP Kemesen Koli.
Yes, sir.
Sergeant Bakari Bojang.
Yes, sir.
And Commissioner James Jaju.
Yes, sir.
That was the group.
Yes, sir.
And what happened after that?
When I met those of my colleagues there, I don't have access to talk to them because everybody was busy on his own head, thinking of his own. Then the NIA called us just like a hall like this one, but this one is bigger than that hall. We were seated there. They said, what happens? We said, no. We were told if you come here, you people will tell us what exactly happens. We don't know. They said, no. How can it be possible? We said, our letters, I personally told Sukuta that my letter is here. You can read it. There is nothing stated in my letter that I will understand that this is the cause of my dismissals. Then they said, okay, go out and you stay outside. Then after we will come for you people. We were seated outside under a mango tree, waiting for them. There, Jobate came, stand on top of the veranda and said, officers, come. We came towards him. He said, you people can now go home till tomorrow and you come. Then Sukuta came out and said, no, allow them to call their family members. Let them come and give them a bail through an ID card, which we complied and we did.
When you were being bailed, did
Yes.
they say the offense you committed to warrant being bailed?
Before bail, they did not tell us anything. They said they will go back to the prisons and find out. Then when we were bailed, the following day we reported for bail.
So in fact, you were being bailed
Yes.
when no offense was stated to
Yes.
have cited to have been committed.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Then the following day when we reported for bail, this was the day we were told that you people were alleged of bringing one juju to the prison's garden in Mile 2.
You telling me
Yes.
that the state arrested 17 officers,
18.
15,
18.
18 officers
Yes.
for bringing a juju
A juju
to Mile 2 Gardens.
garden.
Okay.
Yes. Then personally, me, when I was told,
Did they say what happened to that juju?
yeah, they said they found a juju in the garden and this juju was brought by you people.
By 18 officers.
Yes.
What was this size of this juju?
We were not shown. We are not shown about this juju. We don't see it in fact.
That was the allegation.
This was what we were told at the NIA.
That a commissioner of prison
Yes, sir.
How many commissioners were there? I think 2 commissioners were charged.
Yes.
Commissioner James Jaju and Commissioner Lamin Sow.
Lamin Sow. Chief.
And how many women? About 5 women.
Yes.
Were all charged, 18 of you, for bringing one juju.
One juju.
Did they show you the juju?
We don't see the juju.
Okay, and then what else?
Yes. So when they said that, then they started distributing us to one table after the other. We were facing one of the NIA personnel.
Go ahead.
Yes. Personally, me, when I was cautioned by one Usman Jame, yes, he said, you people were accused that you brought a juju in the prisons, which that juju is meant purposely to damage Bora Koli and bring back David Koli. Yes. I told him that, do you know that I'm not posted in Mile 2, I'm posted in Janjambure prisons? He said, but how can that be possible? I said, this is possible. Because where a female officer was on maternal leave, one of our officers was on sick bed, and we were all included. Some are posted in Joshua, some are posted in Janjambure. We were all called only for a single juju. He said he cannot understand that. That's where he stopped my statement. This is the only statement I gave at the NIA.
And then?
Yes. And then we were being asked, go come. When we come, we will sit under the mango tree till sometime maybe around 11 in the morning or 10. They said, go home, tomorrow come back. For 8 months. And one fine day, personally, I received a call from General Saul Baji at the State House, who informed me that I have been calling your colleagues. Now I am calling you. Tomorrow you people need to report at the State House. The president wants to see you people. Yes. I said, okay. Right now I am in Sintet, but I will manage my way today to come to Combo. Tomorrow I will report there. And which I did so. Upon our arrival at the State House, I noticed that we were 12 in number when we were supposed to be 17th. We were 12 in number. It's supposed to be 18th, but one of our colleagues passed away, Yaya Bojang, passed away during the 5 months of investigations. He passed away. So we were left 17th. So I counted among us, I saw we were 12 in number. I remained silent. We reported at the State House. We were received by General Solbaji to one conference hall inside State House. He told us, wait, the president is coming to see you people. We seated there for some time. He came back again. He told us that the president has some visitors and he cannot meet you people now. But he ordered me to come and meet you people on behalf of him, to apologize to you people that all what was said about you people was a false information. And we lead for him to grant you people your dismissals. He is now appealing for you people to forgive and forget.
Thank you.
And which we accept and we forgive.
Did you see the report of the investigation?
I did not see it, and it was not read to us.
Mr. Chair, the investigators provided a copy of the report. Apparently, the state deployed a lot of resources to investigate a supposed juju that was found somewhere around the premises of the prisons. And they came up with a 30-page report on the issue. And this is the conclusion. I would read it out, Mr. Chair, with your permission. It says, the foregoing revelations on the investigations cannot establish suspects or persons who may be involved in the controversy surrounding the cartoon found from outside the premises of the concerned authorities based on the statements obtained above. The language is a little suspect, but it just suggests that, well, there is nothing really that could identify what was done. And then it went on to say, the said alleged utterances by some of the dismissed prisons officers that David Colley will come back as usual may be common sayings because based on the past recurrent emerging and exit of David Colley as the head of prison service cannot be established. Again, language problem. But I think what they meant to say is that the firing and hiring of David Colley was a normal recurrence matter at Miles 2 prisons. I think he has 9 lives or 11 lives. I mean, I think between David Colley and Willie Juve, I don't know who's been sacked more times than the other, but you know, they've been sacked several times and rehired. And then it goes on to say, on the issue of charm, juju stroke cartoon discovered by the riverside behind Mile 2 garden, not in the premises of the prison headquarters, was read by the prison imam and said to have contained names of senior officers, including General Bora Colley, Deputy Director General Yaya Jaju, DGG2 Thomas Jaju, Commissioner Lamin Fall, Commissioner Ndoi Dabo, Superintendent Alaji Job, former David Colley, ASP Abdoulaye Ba, and Chief Officer Musa Sanya. The purpose of the charm or juju was not mentioned or interpreted by the Imam. The said charm or juju cannot be traced back for further interpretation or be used as material evidence. The owner or / the one who brought the charm to the area found unknown. The alleged conspiracy of Marabu activities carried out by David Colley, Lamin Sow, and Adam Abaji cannot be verified or established because the concerned Marabouts has denied that they have never visited him in Jara Pakaliba. The investigators discovered that the list of names was prepared by Ansumana Tamba, Alaji Job, and Zak Koli. In the list, there are 24 names of officers submitted to Brigadier General Koli. Among the names written on the list, only 12 are dismissed. According to Alaji Job, he only wrote 18, and it gave to Ansumana Tamba on attention that they are unproductive officers. That's the conclusion of the report. Extraordinary that the state would deploy all these resources to just this. How many months did you have to stay home?
8 months.
Were you paid your salary?
After when we were reinstated back, we were paid.
You were paid your salary.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Mr. Chair, I don't know whether you would want this exhibited, but...
Yes, indeed. Actually, I was going to ask you if you could do that, submit it. Who signed that report?
That's what I was coming to, Mr. Chair. This is actually a report submitted to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of the Gambia and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces.
About a juju?
Yes, and the covering letter says as follows. It is labeled confidential, addressed to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of the Gambia and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. It says, Your Excellency, I humbly submit herewith the attached investigation report on dismissed officers of the Gambia Prison Service for your information. I remain Your Excellency's obedient servant, signed Numu Kujabi, Director General. Mr. Chair, I asked to put the report in evidence. Could you pass it to? It should be Exhibit 132.
Thank you. I'm glad you stopped there instead of continuing to torture the integrity of the Gambian people on juju stuff. Oh. Request granted, Counsel. You may proceed.
Thank you very much. But alas, you were reinstated.
Yes, sir.
But after that, you were again involved in a problem.
Yes, sir.
And this was the allegations of torture.
Yes, sir.
When did these allegations take place?
Exactly, I cannot remember the month and the date.
When did you stop work?
This was in 2017.
So the allegations against you emerged?
In 2016.
16.
Yes.
What time in 2016? Before elections, after elections?
No, before.
Before.
Before the elections.
Was anything done?
Yeah, the first allegations was...
I'm not asking for the date of the actual event.
Okay.
I am asking the date the allegations were made. The date, the first time you knew that you were being investigated for torture.
This was on the 13th March.
Of which year?
2017.
2017.
Yes, sir.
When there was a change of regime already.
Yes, sir.
Where was David Colley at the time?
And then he was already been, I don't know whether discharged from the service or dismissed, but he was no more the director.
Tell us.
Yes.
Would you have been investigated for torture if there was no change of government?
If at all it was known to the government, it could be. there will be investigations.
If it was known to the prison service, would you have been investigated for torture?
It was known to the prison service and there was no investigator.
Correct. Thank you very much. So now let's go to the allegations.
Yes, sir.
There are several allegations, and I will bring them out gradually.
Okay.
The first allegation is that you, Malang Tamba, were involved
Yes, sir.
in the torture of Soriba Konde, alias Ramses,
Yes, sir.
and Lamin Njie,
Yes, sir.
both of whom were prisoners at Mile 2 prisons at the time.
Yes, sir.
What do you say to that?
Positive, sir.
What do you mean by that?
It was correct.
You agree that you tortured them?
Yes, I agreed.
There was another prisoner who also alleged that you tortured him.
Yes.
And that was Fallow, Ceesay,
Ceesay. Yes,
the tailor.
true.
What do you say to that?
That's true.
You tortured him.
Yes, sir.
Could you tell us, from your own account,
Yes, sir.
each of those three incidents and tell us briefly?
Okay.
Go ahead,
Starting with Fallow Ceesay.
please.
Yes. This was when I was the acting chief officer at the State Central Prisons, the man in charge of inmates and the junior staffs, starting from rank of inspector to the last officer. Then I was the man in charge. As I was at the chief office, a report came to me by my 2IC, who was PO Mohammed Jabi, Sub-Inspector Mohammed Jabi, and one Fatumata Jaju, who came to my office and complained to me that Fallow Ceesay harassed Fatumata Jaju by touching Fatumata's breast.
Mr. Witness, could you take it a bit slowly?
Okay, okay.
In fact, perhaps maybe we should have intermediary interpretation. So when you speak, we have interpretation in Mandinka. Yes, let's have interpretation in Mandinka so that the audience would know what you are saying.
Okay.
So proceed, please.
Yes.
Fallow Ceesay ako farmata le Fallow Ceesay to fo ko wala yasunjoma.
Yeah.
Proceed, please.
Immediately I received the information, I called Fallow Ceesay.
Nga nyin kibaro soto nga Fallow Ceesay kumandi.
I cautioned Fallow Ceesay and he admit.
Nga Fallow Ceesay nyinin ka afanang asonta.
But he told me that Fatumata is his girlfriend.
Bara nyina fanyan ko Fatumata mala sunguroleti.
And I questioned Fatumata. Fatumata denied that is not true.
Nata Fatumata nyinin ka Fatumata ko to nyante.
This Fatumata, who was she?
Nyim Fatumata mujumal.
She's a prison officer, private.
Atamu kasola do kulalti private le matinu.
And it would have been unlawful for a prison officer,
yes, sir,
to be in a romantic relationship with an inmate.
Yes, sir.
Ando lua balantala le prison do kula wonin kasola ko etara nyobulu kanola.
Yes, sir.
And if it was established that Fallow's claim was true,
yes,
Fatumata would have lost her job in addition to other potential consequences.
Yes,
alun ning ayatara anata ke tonyati nung Fatumata be fola la do kola la adun wokola kudol silakan.
Proceed, please.
Tenteng.
Yes. Fallow stand by his words that Fatumata is his girlfriend.
Fallow lo tala kumakango kan ako Fatumata mala sungurolde.
And I asked Fallow, where did you know Fatumata?
Nga Fallow nyinin ka e Fatumata lommintole.
He said, here in the prisons.
Ako aya long kaso kono jele.
I told him, how did you came in contact with Fatumata till you became boyfriend and girlfriend?
Nga eteni Fatumata nata futa nyoma nyadile. Hanfo al nata kanu du nyote ma al kita akitela sungurode kita la kambanode.
He told me at the tailor workshop, Fatumata bring his uniforms there and I will show it. Even if at all it was not her turn to be sewn uniform, I will show it.
ako ala karal dinkira to ala atelier kono Fatoumata kana jele karalola akala uniformol nati jele adum hanna ya tara ate mala amanke atela karal singoti nana taje aka karalo kai.
Was Fallow a tailor in the prison?
Yes, sir, he was a tailor.
Kansuli anyinka Fallow mu karalalti kasokono bang sedo ko ha to nyala Fallow mu karalalti nun kasokono.
Allow for the interpreter before you answer. What was Fallow sewing in the prisons?
Fallow kamu fenule kara kasola je.
Starts from prison uniform,
A flota kasola uniform olu,
prisoner's jumper,
anin kasola nkulu kadon fengolu menudung,
prison officers' relatives' clothes.
anin kasola do kulalo ila badingol la feto fatolu.
So it was possible that these two people could come into contact with each other.
Anu asa kenole nyimmo fulolu isi futano nyomale wairi be nyokanji.
That's what Fallow said, and he called a witness.
Fallow yole fo andu ngai sedo fango kumandile.
There is one female, I actually forgot the name.
Ay musudole kumandi menketa la selote nyinata menketa la sedote nyinata o musotolale.
They were all the same badge mates.
Tilbe do ko damuta nyolale ye beta nyola lunkiline.
Did that female confirm?
O muso du ya tonya yandile bang.
The female said that's never true.
Bare musonyi ko nena manke wote tonyati.
She sided with Fatoumata.
Amunta musonyi lata Fatoumata kang.
That's what the female answered, that it's never true.
Mususedo nyi ye wolefo.
Proceed, please.
I told Fallow, do you have any more witness again?
Nga Fallow nyi ninka ko foye sede do sotole kota ke bang.
He said, no, this is the only witness I have.
Ako hani nyi ndoro ne musedo tinga men soto.
How did you come to know that Fallow touched Fatoumata's breasts?
Ina talo nyadi le ko Fallow ye Fatoumata sunjo male.
This was what I said previously, that Sub-Inspector Mohamed Jabi and Fatoumata came to my office with the report.
Ngawle fonum follow ko Sub-Inspector Mohamed Jabi atele ni Fatoumata nata na office.
Proceed, please.
Tenteng.
Yes. I asked Fatoumata, do you have any witness
Nga Fatoumata nyi ninka foye fana ye sede soto ne bang.
who can attest to these claims?
Men sitela nyi kuma kangulu sede ya.
He said he have no witness because it is never true.
Ako sede tala katu kuma soto balolem.
And I told Fallow, hence you call a witness and the witness said it's not true.
Ko falle ete sedo kuman le bar sedo ko tonyante.
Then which means you sexually harassed my officer in presence of officers who were there also.
Ko falle amunta yenna do kula ya detendi ka dewundi molu nyala men yalon ka do ku nyolle mulde.
I asked Fatoumata, who was present when Fallow touched your breast?
Na Fatoumata nyinin ka aketa jumale nyala Fallow be sunjo mala tumomen.
Fatoumata told me it was in the presence of Sub-Inspector Mohamed Jabi.
Fatoumata ko Sub-Inspector Mohamed Jabi abijele no mutumo.
And one officer, Yaya Jaju.
Aning officer men ikafa Yaya Jaju.
If my mind can serve me, well, Yaya Jaju was the one who opened the gate.
Aning manyina Yaya Jaju le fonga daele.
Yeah. And I called those officers and they confirmed that it is true Fallow touched the breast of the lady.
Biringa officer kumandi ya tonya yandi ko tonya Fallow ye Fatoumata sunjo male.
So, as in essence, you conducted some investigations.
Yes, sir.
And you arrived at a conclusion
Amunda
that
ye
Fallow sexually harassed your staff.
Amunda ye kisikisiro ka kuala inata nyinko londiko tonya Fallow ye la dokula deundile ala dokuo kan.
Yes, sir.
So, as a result of that, what else did you do?
Biringo be keta wonya inata muneke.
I told Fallow, because of this offense, I'm going to give you 12 lashes stated in the Prison Act.
Ngo Fallow ye katu nyinko men keta teng. Kasola lua nyina fok nimme nyinke njanta nyina kelela mbe busanya danya tang animfula kelela.
But immediately, when I started giving him 12 lashes.
Where did you take him to give him 12 lashes?
Council ko ya samba mintole pour ka busadanya tanimfulo kala.
Inside the screening office where they met me.
E ka molu la kolu visite office o men kono yentara jele nga li paroda muta jele.
Okay. So And then you proceeded to give him lashes.
Tentenda yelli paro tentendi jele.
And how many lashes did you give him?
Yelli paro busadanya jelle diala.
I came to give him 15 lashes, which I know was very wrong.
Nata nga busadanya tang anil lulu le kala andu ngalonko wonin silo mantanyola.
Well, not only the extent of the beating was contrary to law.
Amanda nyinda manako liparo tata futa daming anil luwa mantanyola.
The assault itself, the beating itself,
Liparo fango kungo fango
was also wrong.
wafanang ning luwa mantanyola.
You said your authority for beating him was based on the Prison Act, correct?
Yenyine foko ila liparo abelaring prison kasola luwa lekang.
Yes, sir.
Fomo to nyaldi.
Let me read out to you what the Prison Act has said.
Time kasola luwa e memfo mbatngao karang yamoi.
Section 65(1) allows for corporal punishment.
Bunda taworo ning lulu njangola sapa folo nying ye nyimfoko kuluro sekeno.
And it says as follows.
Ando ay nyina foje.
Subsection 1.
Ala fanna folo nying.
Corporal punishment shall not be imposed except for the following offenses.
Wo kamo wo kulurnya sifala amanyan kala mola ning aya tara amantara laring nying kolu kang mina menufola.
Mutiny,
Wala kata molu kabalambaya ke ila duokola karola.
incitement to mutiny,
Kamolu suku puri balambaya ke ila duokola.
and C, assault of an aggravated nature by reason of the person upon whom, or the nature of the weapon or the violence with which such assault shall have been committed. Aggravated assault.
Mo boyin kanyala menketa boyin kanya dimindinguti andu satara jorango mental ka boyin kan wala o jorango fanan Kenya fo fana jibe mun joranne ma benyamin.
So the offense of touching that person's breast does not qualify under this section.
Woto faluye ko menke wolem ka farmata sunjo ma woto lua la karola o manyi sembo dia manyi kango di puru wo butero e kala.
Even if you assumed that the law, the touching of the breast amounted to aggravated assault,
Hanni yanyinta ko sunji ma lua la karola ay boyinkandiri sangara ringole kaning.
Section 65(2) provides as follows.
Bunda taworo ni lulu njango la sapa fula njango woye nyine fo.
A sentence of corporal punishment shall be inflicted with such instruments as the minister may approve.
Ni ba mari kulula isi kula kan kuome ya lonko satara minister fango ya ko jube asonta ko nyinku kari le nyanta kala amarila kuluoti.
The instrument that you used, was it approved by the Minister of Interior?
Ye jorango menta purka busala minister me marta banko kan kunyala fo ateyo le kango dia sonta wala leba.
It could be he is aware of it. It could be he gave the orders.
Sekeno atele akamo.
But here you are only guessing.
Jandu ibe mira kanedro.
So you don't know whether the instrument you used was approved by the minister.
Bari amanke ko nyinti ya lonnako ye jorango menta ka kulu minister fongole ya kangodi.
Yes, that's true.
So that is another wrong. Is correct?
Wo fanamu silabula doleti.
You have accepted that corporal punishment for adults maximum is 12 strokes, right?
Eta famusonta ko kulur keba molie menu mu kebalti anyanta danya tang animfulal.
Yes, sir.
But this section continues to say
Bari nyimbunda continue ka foko
every sentence of corporal punishment shall be subject to confirmation by the minister.
Ay nyina foko kuluro faso wo fason niba kela mola woto anyanta kela kuleti me yalon ko minister fango yala kango di ko nyino musartoti me nyanta kela marila.
Did the minister give his approval for you to beat Fallow?
Fodum minister yala songoy dila le song pour ye Fallow lipa.
Fallow was never charged, so the minister will not know about it.
Imam Fallow kalam imatumi woto minister te bono la kalama.
Then it goes on to say that no such sentence shall be carried into effect until such confirmation shall have been received.
Nyong kulurnya te keno la mola woto funing ayatara kango sotonta me ya lonko abota dinkirato me ya kango di.
So you see, you did not have approval of the minister, correct?
Woto imam minister la kango soto purka oke foto nyante.
That's true.
Amuto nyalte.
And the other thing you have raised indirectly
Kudo memfana ya wulindi karala
is that Fallow was never charged in the first place.
Fallow follow. Imatu mikula kafo yenyineke akuo mamfo.
But you decided to impose punishment upon Fallow without even having him charged.
Barite nyin kangota puruka kuluro la Fallow kan satara imatu mi diamoko no follow kafa yenyineke.
So it means therefore you just took it upon yourself.
Amunta
Punish him.
Nyine keta doronko ite nyinta ifaine ko iba kulula ifangola kangoka.
Without following any due process.
Andun satara imambula sarto hani kilin noma akuokono.
Because I know if Fallow was charged at that moment, he will face more than what he faced.
Atungalo ne ko tembo natara ye Fallow yala ko jibe ya tumi kumembe kelala wolebe siala ntenga menkala.
But you realize that it was not down to you,
it
was not within your authority to decide what would happen to Fallow. There is a law which prescribes what ought to have happened, and you decided to disregard that law.
Bari amanke itela lati puru ite ajube menyanta kela. Luale belari menyanta itandila ko nyini nyanta kela lukoti meya lonko nyolebe kela kuluroti. Bari ite maudodo jibe ite kuluro tamandile drong ifang la sartoka.
Do you agree with that?
Isonta wala.
I agreed.
Good.
Kasonta.
And another thing.
Kudo fanang.
Subsection 4 says that a sentence of corporal punishment shall not be carried out except in the presence of a medical officer.
Adum bunda nani njango ufana yenyi mfoko wonyon kulur fasongo amanya na kela mola nabe kela fanang utumo jara bunda la monya ntatara lori ne jara la lukono memba sede ala.
Was a medical officer present?
Fodun jara lama beta jele bang?
No.
Ani.
On that aspect too, you have failed to observe the provisions of the law.
Wo karola fanang emalu ala tarambulo lujube.
Yes, sir.
The previous witness before you demonstrated extensive, some knowledge of the Prisons Act.
Sedo membi janu janite na ay kasola lualu fanna lu dolu fangole itandile jang.
Is it normal that prisons officers are taught the provisions of the Act?
Fodum nyimu kulo ringoleti kasola do kulalu ike karandiwo kasola lualu Kenya la lebang.
There is nobody who knows the Act, so they will not teach you the Act. You don't know it.
Ako
They will just tell you verbally, but there is nobody who can teach this Act in the prisons.
Ako ka foi dale la drom bari moti je mense mo karandino wo luala kasokono.
But don't you think that as a prisons officer, in order for you to be able to do your work in accordance with the law, it is important that you know the law itself, the Prisons Act itself?
Waire etemari mu kasola do kulaleti. Woto fo amanke itemari la lotan kamoti. Puru yakata wo kasola lua ye fere ke hanfo ya long abelari nyaming pour nyin kamala ni bela do ko tamandila isa long itanyanta munekela ise ko lonje.
That's very true. This is why officers sometimes they make contributions to go to printing departments to find books for them for their own, so that they will be researching and know certain things in the act.
Muto nyalti wala na kasola dokula ludolu fonglu kata na kitabu safe bundala ka fala me printing department. Pour ifanalisi kitabu lu soto isi menu karanka jube pour ifanalisi londi soto nyilu ala karola.
Is learning about the Prison Act part of the training that is given to prisons officers?
Fodum ka kasola kuolu la lua karang fo fanambe karandiro kono lebang ika kasola dokula lu karandi menula.
You are an instructor at the training school, so you should know that.
Etemo karandir lalti kasola karambungo nyinto woto nyanta wolonale.
It comes on the timetable, but practically it is never there.
Asafetale ila karandiro silo lukang bari anene mantaraje inene bukake.
That is a serious problem. Do you agree?
It is a serious problem because, as I previously said, there is nobody who can take the act.
Well, there are lots of lawyers at the Ministry of Justice. There are lots of lawyers in private practice. So it is no excuse really that there is nobody who can teach that. They should be able to find a lawyer who can give classes, instruction on this so that the prison officers would understand the law.
Lawyer Jamal Lebe Dukola Ifaye. Lawyer Jamal Lebe Ministry of Justice. Woto nyinte kela daliloti pour meni alon ko ba dukola kasola karola ka foko mo mansoto membe karandila. Wote keno la daliloti amolu be kerine sin akarano silolu menula pour ifana ya londo soto.
Section 66 says as follows. No prisoner shall be punished until he has had an opportunity of hearing the charge and evidence against him and making his defense.
Imanyana kasolanka kulula ning ayatara atiye kuo menke ya tumi kuo menna hanufo yo bondia ya nyoto ya aya karang hanufo afango ya long aya fahamu andung hanufo amarifa na nyanta lolale puruka kata aba fantankandila nyaming ayoke wole mudalilo time ya long anyanta tamala silo menna puru amari na manakulu.
Are you aware of that?
Malum fo bota kalamale.
Never. This is the first time.
Mambo akalama nyino sinya follow timbo moyola.
Are you also aware that under Section 67(1),
Malum fo bota nyim fanan kalamale. Bunda taworo ni ngoro ulanja wala sapa follow.
Any prisoner may be charged before any subordinate court of competent jurisdiction with any offense against prison discipline, and such court may sentence the offender to imprisonment for a period not exceeding 6 months. Such sentence shall run from the expiration of the prisons of any previous sentence. Did you check whether the offense committed by Fallow was one for which he should have been charged before a court?
Follow. Yanta kitindile kiti bundala dame imbalo ndila ko nyinkari fulana ay nyinku kari leke anda yoko menke onya ba kitindile wolela hanfo nin sarto tata loko kule mensotonda utumolem isina jube ba kulula nyamin anim menyantala kan fodo mu kuleti ibota mem fanan kalama bang.
Counsel, if I was aware of all this, that I will never make a mistake. I was never aware of it.
Counsel nimbata nyimbe kalama nu nta filila nu tombi ntakela nu.
You took it upon yourself to punish Fallow?
Yes, thinking that this was the best option.
But you knew that what you in fact thought was the best option limited you to only 12 strokes.
kulo me ya lon ko ite fangola miroto itata dandi busadanya tang anim fulaleto.
That's true.
You decided to go beyond the 12 strokes. Correct.
Bari inata tambi busadanya tanim fulolale. Inata tenteng hanu foye kuke mensi ata busadanya tanim fuloti.
That's true.
Ya, wala mtonyati.
At that point you knew that you were already in the realms of illegality. You were doing something against the law.
Wotembo ite fango yalo ne ko ibe ko menke ka wonya anin loi manta nyola akwete fama ko woto ye loi bulale inyanta tamandila silo mena.
Yes, that's true.
Aw mutonyalti.
You accept that you offended Fallow, you did him wrong.
Isonta ko woto ye fallu tonyenne ye kukala me yalon ko amambetea.
That's true, and I did not wait till Fallow to discharge from service. I went. If a prisoner is punished, automatically that prisoner should be sealed. But in this case, I realized automatically that what I did to Fallow was wrong. I did not seal Fallow. I went back to Fallow inside his cells and I apologized to him. And all benefits that he's supposed to have during that time, because I was a chief officer, were all returned back to Fallow.
Ngawolon nte fango yalon ko ngasilo bulale. Mo dalilo le yasabu mambatu. Katu ninka solanko yo ke natara tonya wole keta nyanta sillale wole ka sindi dula killing bari masil manke okala amanna dawoto nga fallu bayindi han fo ala dinkirato selo kono nga bolo sai adun nyanto lu menu fana lu be nyanta dilala nga katale wayri ntemo officiality nga o nyanto lu be sai nge murundi ama.
Did Fallow accept your apology?
Fallu dun nata song ila bolo sai rola le bang.
He accepted it.
Son talale.
Well, for what it's worth, Fallow may be watching.
What
do you have to say to him?
I still owe him apology, 1,000 apology to him.
Would you want to seize this opportunity? He may be watching.
I know from here I will find his missed calls in my mobile. Because I do communicate with him. He knows my house. I know his house. I know his workshop. Yes.
Would you want to take this opportunity to apologize to him publicly?
Yes, sir. I would like to ask Fallow Ceesay and the entire prisons and prisoners and any other persons who I may offend knowingly or unknowingly to forgive me of what I have did.
Mbenye itala jamaa bela ko Fallow Ceesay mengato nyeng mba danila mba bolo saila andu atekola natara ngamo mondi mfanan tonyeng anate kola aninkaso do kulal ninkaso lankolu be mbebe danila mbebolo saila pour isi yamfamma ngato nyendro menkela.
And if anybody also did anything to me knowingly or unknowingly, I have forgiven.
Adu nimmodo fana kukenna amari bota kala mabang amambo akala mabang nte fana yam fatale.
Let's move on to the issue of the others. You are also alleged to have tortured one Lamin Njie at the prisons.
Natenten nyimfanam fatala ko ekafome Lamin Njie yo fanan tilimbali ale kasola je.
That's true.
Umutonyal.
Could you tell us what happened?
Afonya munaketa.
On Lamin Njie it started from Soriba Konde.
Lamin Njie la kolu datita mole la ekafome Soriba Konde.
There was one day when the operations commissioner Ibrahim Jammeh
Lunsotonta operations commissioner memmarta kolu tamando la kasola ekafai Ibrahim Jammeh
came inside the main yard.
Anata kasola tereba nyinto.
He was making his normal routines of patrol.
Abala taman do kole taman dikang mendal takela.
I was inside the chief office when I saw him in the yard.
mbe chief la officer le kono wotembo bringa hainang tero nyin kono
I came out
mfundita nang
and I followed him
mbulata noma
from cell to cell in the yard.
kata sel nin sel dinkira nyin toje
When he finished his tour in the yard,
biraya la taman tama bang o dinkira toje
he asked for the center gate key which the officer brings.
ay chabo nyinin ka memmu bunda te mankaba nyin chaboti yow fanan nati
That is the gate that leads from the main yard to the security wing.
wolem bunda te dame yalon ko kabo jele kata tanka bunda nyina ka fadame security wing.
When that gate opened, he entered inside the security wing together with myself and other officers.
Biriyo bunda yele wotumo londunta kanto bunda nyinna nte fanam bijele aning officer dolu
At the security wing cell number 1, block 1,
wo kanta bunda nyinna sel bunda follow nyin number 1 follow nyin.
this was where I was called to go and answer to the head office.
Yen kumandi wo tembole ko ngatan danku na office ba nyinto ikafadame operations
I know it was not normal.
na lon ko ha jande kolu man tembe
And there were blood stains at his case.
adu yelo be asiso bala
I asked Soriba Konde, I said, what happened?
na sori ba ko nyinin kan kay muneketa
He told me after Dina News office.
ay nyina fanyo ko na tambita nyina mbine la office oto
I said, okay.
nkai okay
I asked Lamin Njie, he normally calls me Uncle Tamba.
ngalamen ja nyinin ka akafo jama akafo nyane mbarin tamba
I told him, what happened?
nkai muneketa
He said, no, after Dina News office. He explained a little.
akonya hani mbato fo nyato ntelubina nalale ila office.
So I believe maybe there is something that they want to tell me, but they don't want to disclose it in the presence of officers.
Ngalon ko woto nyilu kubeda ilafta men fulanye bari imallafi kaitandi dokula dolu nyala.
I left them there and I went to my office.
Ngetu jele ntata na office oto
at the main yard.
korda ba nyin kono.
Yes. I was there up till 6.
Mbijele fotala woro uraro.
Then closing time was 6.
Andu molu kaji dokola wato menje tala woro.
It falls on a Thursday.
Abenta ara misole fe.
And the following day, Friday, falls on a weekend.
Andu ngoso momu jumoleti meya lonko daha lokungola wuche da akadamu tawoldo.
Then Fridays, there were no official duties on Fridays.
Adung arjuma lungula dokulala dokubukake wolung.
Yes, I was there till 6. I did not see these people.
Mbijele fotala woro manyi moluje.
Then I asked my twice who is Muhammad Jabi.
Mensim benta kan ka fome Muhammad Jabi enko.
I told him when I stopped, I went to the office, head office, to make some corrections there.
Nka birin findita ntata office ba nyinto pour kata ko dolu bonyoto.
You were together with the operations at the security wing.
Itelebe do ko bunda la karola operations kanto bunda la kaframe security wing.
And I saw these two people standing at the veranda.
Nanyu mofulol je loring perengo kotoje.
What actually happened at the security wing?
Mune keta wotumbo.
Jabi told me,
Jabi ko nyengo.
he said, if you see these people, it seems as if they were drunken today.
Akonyane nyum moluje e kasobele ko nyilu abeko ibe sirari no wolung. Siro mem munyenti wala kadolomi.
I told him, but what exactly happened? I want to know.
Nka hani bari lefta melonna. Mune fango keta.
He told me the operations commissioner ordered for Soriba Konde and Lamin Njie to be sealed.
Ako operations la nyaton ko nyin kangole di pour Soriba Konde ni Lamin Njie ye seal.
Yes.
Ah.
He said Soriba Konde and Lamin Njie insist that they will not be sealed.
Ako bari nyum mofulolu Soriba Konde ni Lamin Njie ibalante le koite tel seal la. Wolem ke sorong dinkirato de ke tutu la konoto soronding.
I told him, but what was their offense for them to be sealed?
Ngani nka bari mun kuja wole ke al hakiru men sa kendi hanfo yesil.
He told me, no, I don't know. I only heard commissioner saying, seal these people, jamme.
Ako afana malo akay nyimmoyle drong commissioner jamme bafala ko ali nyimmolu seal ke sorong konoto.
Then commissioner was ordering one, is it Kalilu Jamme, to seal those.
Ako tumo dum commissioner be kamodi kan Kalilu Jamme la pour ka nyimmolu ke dundi konoto ke sorong.
And they insist that they will not be sealed.
Andung ibalanta ko itel te dunna konoto kate soronje.
And they
just a moment. You and the commissioner,
yes.
Who was the senior officer?
Council ya nyinin kaka etenin commissioner jumalum palace menna palace jumale la palace obe nyato.
The commissioner was the boss.
Ako commissioner lom nyato nkoti.
In fact, you worked under Ibrahim Jammeh at the training school, didn't you?
Council ka adu yedo ko ke Ibrahim Jammeh kotole alla karandi dinkira nyinto.
Yes, sir.
And on this occasion, with regards to Lamin Njie and Soriba Konde, he had already made a decision that they be sealed, correct?
Andu nyi silo ay nyin kangolondi le foka pare ko Soriba Konde ni Lamin Njie e nyante soronna le ke tu soron kono.
According to Jabi's narrations, is correct, sir.
Jabi ya sata nyameng wole mutonyati.
And what happened afterwards?
Sai munena take wokola.
Jabi told me that there was a riot that came out because these people were shouting and many prisoners also came out.
Jabi nyene fonyen ko balambale ketade katu be wurin kan ayasa bu fankaso lanka jamalu fanal fintitana.
He said, and we were being outnumbered by the prisoners.
Andun kaso lankolu biriyo fintoke itelu yiriko siatan tolutile.
He said, even some of the buttons of operations uniforms were lost at the place.
Ako hani operations la do kulanjing ala uniformo membala wonyo saba kono ala dondi ko fango butongolu dolu kundutale.
And he told me that we, the officers there, were the one who, in fact, secured Jammeh out of the security wing.
Ako yasa bu fantel men fangol mu do kulalti telebije ntelennanta Jammeh makoy ka fintindi wo kanta bundala ka fadame security wing.
Yes, he said from there we came, we wanted to force Soriba to go inside the cell.
Kubdim botawtolem lafta Soriba forcer la pour ka dundi selo kono.
When they locked him inside the cell,
Biriya sorong selo kono.
he said Soriba used a razor blade and started cutting himself.
Ako tumolen Soriba ye lanseto bondi aya damuta ka fam balo nama.
This when officers rushed in and opened the gate.
Utumolem do kulalu ikidita nang yala bunda yele.
And they arrested him.
Ya muta.
This, he said, this is when you saw Soriba and Lamin Njie at the veranda down there.
Ako tumolem itenata ye Soriba ni Lamin Njie perengo koto ibe lori Njie.
Proceed, please. What happened afterwards?
Kan mune nata ke ukola.
I said, okay, then I will know more tomorrow when I come.
Nka okay abete ata nata sama mbe ko tobe lonna otumole.
Because then the Costa van was waiting for me.
Kato tumo moto men nyantan sambala Costa vano nying abemba tukang.
Yes, because I was the chief officer. Nobody will leave if I don't leave.
Kato ndelom chief officer te nintema mboje motetala.
Because I have to sign out that everything is correct and they left.
Kato fonganyi safe ko bebe temberi nga nyama le kasoko no utumo lon testano.
Okay, so when I came out, I closed and everybody closed.
Wotumolem te finditanang birintenga do ko bula mobe fanali jita wole fe.
The following day on Friday falls on a weekend, I came to the prisons.
Osomo jumalungo wolungu lokum bandulaleti bari nata kasola.
Yes. As the chief officer, I went round all the wings from remand wing.
Ole mtelom chief officer te. Ntata murumuru la kasola nyimfanna lube ntate be kumpabo.
Remand wing, main yard, security wing.
Remand kasola sansamba kono kata security wing beji bele.
And from my inspections, I went back to the main yard.
Biringa okorosiro bang muruta bake kata kasola sansamba kono.
Then the sergeant in charge on that very day was Sergeant Mohammed Jao.
Sergeant no member do kola ule kafa ne Sergeant Mohammed Jao.
He is my junior.
Na atela palaso bente dumale na do kula dindingolom.
I told him that I want to go to security wing. I want to see Lamin and Soriba Conte.
Nka lafita la kanta bundale la security wing. Lafta Lamin jale jela anin Soriba Conde.
Yes. He said okay. He followed me up.
Ako ha abulatan no kang tata.
Because there is a tradition in the prisons, when a senior officer comes and he wants to go to anywhere, there must be an officer who will follow him up.
Katu nyimu ado leti kasola. Ninya tonkana ataje lafta tala dauda kumbabola kasoko no fani ndo kula do etanyola.
Tell us what happened when you got to the security wing.
When I reached at the security wing, when I reached at the security wing, I met P.O. Alaji Nyang, who was the officer in charge on that very day.
P.O. Alaji Nyang taraje wolu membe do kola.
He too was my junior officer.
Ufana munna dindinguleti.
I told him I want to see Soriba Conte.
Nka lafta Soriba Conte lejela.
He told me Soriba was sealed since yesterday when he misbehaved here.
Akonye ye Soriba soron kono tole ka sindije bring manya siake kunum.
I told him still I want to see him.
Nka yo nyawnyanding lafita jelale.
He went and ordered the officer to open the gate for Soriba and bring him out.
Anata kango di do kulanye na puru isi Soriba fintindinang.
I went with Soriba out of the security wing.
Nin Soriba fintita kabo security wing kono.
Behind the security wing.
Security wing koma je.
That's where I was. I went and I stand.
Na tata jele bitun telota.
I asked Soriba.
Na Soriba nyininka.
Told him, what happened yesterday? You said you will come to my office and I did not see you people. What happened?
Nka e muneketa kunung atelko albina na office bari manna alije muneketa.
Proceed.
He said. He told me, "Demalnga like sa boss, luta like lo sa boss."
Akonya ko taila boss nyininga, muna na imera boss nyininga.
I said, "But I cannot ask my boss when you are here."
Nka entena boss nyininga lo tumala amena yete beja.
And I have no right to ask my boss. He is my senior man.
Andu manyanto soto purungan na boss nyininga, muna na nyarongola.
You are the one under me, and you are the one I supposed to ask.
Etele bedo ko la ngoto andu nyane etele nyininga.
He said, "Wahuma duma wadara fi."
Konya ko nte fem fola jam.
Yes.
Man
hamna lumay deb my Olaf is not that clear, but the way he was speaking is what I want to repeat.
Adi abe diam kanya nyame lafta diam la wala fan nyama.
You did not like the response he gave you, correct?
Ansul ko amunta imala fi jabiro memfo imala fi jabiri nyala dila foto nyala.
Because I was threatening.
Atu wato ensilande.
You felt offended because he was being rude.
Council ka oto ite ajele ko ila korosilo ya ajele ko yeto nyele kadung malubali ate kanne.
Not even he to be rude to me, but he threatened me personally.
Sedo kama ngenyita kulubali ata kanne bari silandile fana.
What did he say that made you feel threatened?
Council ka mune fo member sabule ya ite aje ko silandile.
He told me that man hamna lumay def fi.
Sedo ko akay ne ko ndengalo ndengame kejam.
I told him, what are you going to do? He said, no, man hamna lumay def. Lumay def fi Ali Ceesay ak Jesus. Man hamna. Lumay def. Suma wahe enay rek dinañ ma olu.
Ning te kay ngay ko konya ko ndengal be menkela ngamen Ali Ceesay ning Jesus la. Ning ko menkero e bolekela.
Yes.
And I know that what he said was true.
Andu ngay lon ko men fo mto nyalti.
Because he have once a problem with our operations, former operations Ali Ceesay.
Nanin operation member na operation Ali Ceesay nanin no fitino sotole.
And that man was dismissed from the service.
Andu inara na bay do go nyin konole.
How was that a threat to you? He did not say he was going to do anything against you.
Council ka obe keno la masilango te nyadi le teto kadunga ama mfem fo ka fo mbenye kelela.
He was telling it to me.
Sedo ka ba fo ka enen.
Oh, he did not say that he was going to do anything to you in particular.
Council ko ama fo famfan ka benye kelela.
Yes, he did not mention anybody, but he said he knows what he's going to do. What he did to Ali Ceesay and Jesus was very minor. And this time, what he will do, he knows it.
Sedo ko tonya ama fo nya ko famfan ka benye kelela na bara ko nya ko ngamenke menke Ali Ceesay ni Jesus la be wala kela.
And as a result of that response to you,
Yes.
what did you do?
Council ka bring ayo jabiro kela. Itena na muneke.
I said then, su fekkee ne loolu ngay def man fu may ñibi yow doo ko fekkee.
Okay, ko ni nata tebe wala kela wala ni tebe sela itete bola o kalama.
This is what I told him.
Ngani ne faye.
And then what happened after that?
Council kai mun nata nake.
I said because now you are beating your case that you've caused commissioner to be dismissed, you caused Jesus to be sentenced life.
Okay.
Now you are telling me that what you are going to do now will be more than this. I am going to give you 20 lashes.
Okay, ko amunta sai ke siso ko si wala ka ye siso wulinde fo ye ali siso bay ye siso wulinde fana fo ye Jesus ya soron andu sai lafta sambala nan telephone kan fana what is your last sentence?
I'll give him 12 lashes,
Became
20
personal.
lashes.
Amunta sai o temboro ko ni nata ke
At that stage, it
Yes.
became so personal. it became
amunta sai o temboro ko ni
you
nata
being angry with him for what you think he may do to you.
amunda sai nata na kinyi sondo mo sodo ko akamfata kamala sai inata na miro so bina muna kelera.
That's true because I know if he did what he means, if he did it, it will happen.
Ha ngai ngola mira na mira asakin abakeno lanal.
So you decided to punish him.
Yes.
Munda ifana nata na nyingani so pour ka kulu.
So that he would not do what he promised to do.
Isaje ay meng ay nyi ato kelela.
I told him if I am to go home, then you will not narrate it.
Anka ko ninga trambe sela wote to ko nyi sta satala.
So you decided to punish him in advance for something that he has promised to do in the future.
Munda ifana nata na kuluro la kan kula me alon ko ay wala lahi do dino ko be wala kela nyato sini.
Yes, at that moment.
Sedo ko ha o wato.
So at this stage, he has not yet committed any offense.
Council ka munda o tembola ma han ku ke me alon ko ku jawlam.
The offense was threatening me.
Sedo ko kuma ka wonin ay menke o kula me alon ko masla na.
We have read the Prisons Act for you.
Council ka loi me ye kaso maranga karayenne.
Where does it say that you can give corporal punishment for threats?
Diamond la dingira minto la même foko esi kuluro la mo la fenda me alon ko masla ay masla.
We give you the act to take a look at. It's section 65.
Loi beaucoup loi ni ay même fomba dile la pour ifan ya karang.
Does the act say that you can punish anybody with corporal punishment for making a threat?
Fo loi ni council ko fo loi ni ay afojele ko isimo kuluro la me alon ko ay mas ay silandi le dron.
This is what I said previously. That
Sedo ka ngani na fo komando.
from the Director General to the last officer, there is nobody who have a knowledge on this act.
Sedo
So
ko
we are not working according to the act.
Kabu direct ko wala suti de foddu mala mote je me londo so nyi luato me alon ko atele kaso mara.
There are two things to it.
Council kay kufula le beje.
You working under the law,
E be do ko la kela duwala koto
or you working according to your own whims and caprices?
warando e do ko ke fangola miro kan
Which was it?
jumala kilim.
In this
Sedo kay nyi ko la fanala ngako tam fangole.
You acted unlawfully.
Si council kay ye do ye ko nyi ke ameni loi manta.
that's true.
Sedo kay to nyalde.
Mr. Chair, it's after 5 p.m. We can end it here until tomorrow.
Council ko Mr. Chairman utala lulisi dalen salonde jam fo sama ngana ko nyi damuta.
Yes, I did get your suggestion on that, and I think it's all right. We will close them here for today and resume at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Right? Thank you all very much, and the meeting is adjourned.
Fo sama inshallah.
Thank you, sir.
ibe nyim fengol lampi kan iwan kaspa o jibe e kaspa o fila banta ko do fila ina kaspa o sanna
ko to bar suwa ko tale ko fatoro ngam Mamadou ko mandi ba hello Mamadou abijan dron ko tarande du ko rimbala yende manan kaspa wala say ha bantale hadi pentiji yo okay ma batuna abarka ba kayame
Maria
Naam.
ite Mamadou matara no bantala banko kan nyadi le ka kaspa o kini te jang say
ngodo fay malon ko balu ya kala ko den ibe bantala banko kan dawoda ese kaspa o kino kana gambeja ado abe tariyari nyami aba soniyari wala fananya
inyanta min kela doron wala ko log onto www.baluwo.com ye prepaid electricity sang min ka bonale electricity company solto min bale Gambia banko kanjang Senegal Mali Nigeria and Sierra Leone.
My fellow Gambian brothers and sisters, this is a message of precaution, solidarity and hope. We living in very unusual times. The coronavirus is a menace that's threatening all of us, but together, united, we can do something about this. First, we need to take necessary precautions and take expert advice and act accordingly. Stay away from crowded